Hello everyone, it's me, Ryan. As most of you know, I live in Virginia, Southwestern Virginia, not Southwest Virginia. There is a difference. I live in the Appalachian Mountains. It's west of Roanoke, Virginia, which unfortunately most people in Richmond believe that Virginia stops at Roanoke. It doesn't. It keeps going. Believe it or not, it keeps going all the way to Kentucky and Tennessee. But anyway, that's not really the point of this video. Well, it kind of is and kind of isn't. But as most of y'all know, our dear racist governor is trying to take away our gun rights. And there's a huge rally on the 20th of January. And I'm telling you right now, we've been accused of being hillbillies out here, and, that's not exactly untrue, and that concerns me. It concerns me that there could be a whole lot of civil unrest brewing in this state right now. And if you think that it'll stop at Virginia, you're crazy. It will go and spread throughout the country. If they're able to get away with it here, they'll go state by state by state until they get all the bang bangs they want. In case you're wondering why I say bang bangs instead of the other word, it's because of YouTube's algorithm. They're gonna censor this video and not let anybody see it, not as if anybody's seen it anyway. I only have 20-some subscribers, I think. But anyway, as someone who lives in this state, I thought I'd give you a little bit of first-hand knowledge of what I know is going on around here, and that is a whole lot of people saying that they'll take my weapons over my dead body. They can pry out from my cold dead hands. And these are people I believe. They're hard-working coal miners, and they have fought, and not only have they fought to feed their families, but they've also fought overseas to protect the Constitution and those Bill of Rights, the second of which says the right to bear arms shall not be infringed. Brian from HighImpactFlix, I know you can appreciate that one. Shall not be infringed means shall not be infringed. And everyone knows the Second Amendment isn't about hunting. The Second Amendment is about this right here, making sure you can protect yourself against a tyrannical government. Those politicians who seem to get too big for their britches, thinking they know better you should live your life than you do. Now that's crazy. Now granted, are there people out there that have no business owning a firearm? Yeah, I'm sure there are. But I tell you what, you start taking away law-abiding citizens' weapons away from them, that only leaves the criminals that's got them. Makes the rest of us easy targets now, doesn't it? And why the Democrats can't get this it blows my mind. They call us stupid because we live in Appalachia. We're hillbillies. Just because we talk slow don't mean we're stupid. It just means we think things out before we say them. You ever thought of that? All these hoity-toity types and look down at all us peasants from their ivory towers, just say whatever comes to their mind without thinking about it, because there's not going to be any repercussions, and despite what they think, like those elites in Hollywood the other day, I think Candace Owens put it pretty good. We don't care what you think. We might like your movies. We may even occasionally like your music. But we don't give a damn what you think about politics. You live in a gated community where nobody gets to you. You surround yourself with armed guards, yes, armed guards, while the rest of us live out in the boondocks and couldn't get a cop to our house within 30 minutes to save our soul. We are the cop if something happens at our house, if somebody decides to break in our house. Well, you know, if I were to give up my weapon, alright, and somebody decides to invade my home, what am I going to do? Call 911 and hope the guy sits around for 30 minutes waiting on the cop to have a shootout? I doubt it. He's going to take what he can get and leave, and I'll probably be leaving in a body bag. Craziness, man, craziness. They don't think about this because they don't care about us. All they care about is their virtue signaling to Hollywood and to the big businesses that, you know, that can keep them in power. They're not representing us. They're representing the ones that give them the most money. And that ain't me, and that ain't you, for the most part. Now, you know, Benjamin Franklin once said to give up a little bit of liberty for a little bit of security, you deserve neither. And that's the truth. I would rather die free than live under a tyrannical rule. Oh, did y'all see the job postings, by the way, the UN had, you know, or the disarmament, demobilization, and reintegration? Yeah, that's a conspiracy theory, all right, but it was on their website, you know. Sounds a whole lot like re-education camps, or what was that called again? AOC said it. Concentration camps. Yeah, that's it. Concentration camps. Is that? But instead of putting Jews in there, they're going to put people who love the Second Amendment in there. You know. Sure sounds like it. I mean, I'm not saying that's what's going to happen, you know, who knows. But it sure sounds like that's what they want to do. You know, once they take our gun, you know, well, I done said it now, guns away and everything, and I guess put us in, you know, these education camps and teach us why guns are bad, okay? You know, I've been around guns my whole life, and seen them hanging on the wall, seen them sitting in the gun rack. Even took them down the road to target practice, and until I pulled that trigger, you believe that gun never shot a bullet? Not the first one. It's amazing. It takes a person to actually pull the trigger. Blows my mind, you know. An assault rifle, what's that? You know, people keep swearing up and down AR stands for assault rifle. It stands for Armalite rifle, not assault rifle. There is no such thing as assault rifle. I mean, what? Assault scissors. I could stab someone with these scissors. If I did, I would commit assault. Attempted murder, perhaps. So now we're going to ban all scissors because they're assault scissors? Come on, man. The lack of common sense in this country astounds me. And we're going to take advice on how to protect ourselves from people who have turned San Francisco into a literal toilet bowl. I mean, look, I'm a former junkie myself. Most of y'all know that. You know, I've been clean for a long time. But even I, at my worst, wouldn't leave my needles laying out on the street, nor my deuces, for that matter. I mean, come on, man. But see, that's the problem with San Francisco. The rich live in their ivory towers and don't bother to look out the window and look down at the streets below them and you know, see what kind of mess that their ivory tower is standing in. You know, what good? I want to live in an ivory tower when I look out the window and there's crap and used needles all around. I mean, you know, they live in California, you know, in Los Angeles too. I mean, Los Angeles, isn't it supposed to be warm out there? What if you're wearing sandals? And you accidentally kick a syringe. You ever heard the expression, got something Ajax can't wash off? You know, it may be just a southern expression. It may be a national expression. I'm not sure. But I guarantee you, you're probably going to get something that Ajax can't wash off. But you know, all these states that people are fleeing in droves, California, Illinois, New York, they all have one thing in common. Liberal Democrat leaders. And they've been that way for years. Problem is, they moved to places like Texas and places like that. And what do? They try to take those same those same politics with them, and they try to vote in the same type people and the same type policy. I'm like, that's what policies got you in trouble to begin with. How about you try a Republican policy, or a little bit more conservative? I'm not straight right wing. I'm center leaning right. You know, Tim Pool always says he's center left. I'm center right. You know? But the policies, the Democrats, especially these Democrats that have gone off the deep end, Lord have mercy. Well, that's a whole nother video. But anyway, what's the point of moving out of the state that you're in to move to another state and then vote in the same type of people with the same type of policies that resulted in the demise of the state you just left, you know, that you were trying to get away from? Makes no sense. Think about it. Come on, people. Come on, people. I mean, have a little bit of common sense anyway. I mean, I know it's lacking. I know it's lacking. But you know, all y'all want to think about is orange man bad, orange man bad. Well, I tell you what, yeah, I voted for Trump. And I hesitated when I did it. But the alternative was Hillary Clinton. And I daggone sure wasn't voting for her. And now that Trump's been in office and I see how the mainstream media attacks him, I know he's the right man for the job. Because, you know, they never said a word about Barack Obama, and I couldn't stand that man's policies. So once they started attacking Trump the way they did, I knew he was the right man for the job. I did. Didn't have to read the first, you know, didn't have to see didn't have to wait around to see what all policies he enacted and what kind of result they were going to have. As soon as I seen the mainstream media start going off and talking about how we were doomed now, I knew he'd be okay. I did. I knew he would be okay. Well, because obviously, the mainstream media is just a propaganda arm of the DNC. And we all know that. Goes all the way back to Operation Mockingbird. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Anyway, this has been Ryan Smith. Obviously, big rally on the 20th. I hope that people from all over the country come to support us. We really need your help. We need to nip this thing in the bud before it starts spreading to other states. The way it's starting here, shall not be infringed. It means shall not be infringed. Like I said, Brian from HighImpactFlix, you got that part right, man. Don't agree with everything you say, but I agree with a lot of it, man. Keep up the good work. Love you, brother. And I hear you're coming up to Virginia on the 20th. I'm glad of it. Proud to have you. Enjoy yourself. Be careful. And good luck. Thank you, bud. See y'all. The rest of you, we'll see you later. Bye.